Every country loves pets, but today we're asking a surprisingly controversial question across the entire planet. Who is more popular, cats or dogs? To understand this, we need to look at cultures, lifestyles, and even human history. In some nations, cats are symbols of mystery and independence. In others, dogs represent loyalty, protection, and friendship. But popularity isn't just about the number of pets owned. It's about identity, culture, and daily life. And every region chooses differently, for very different reasons. Let's start with the West. In countries like the United States, Canada, and most of Europe, dogs generally take the lead. Why? Because Western lifestyles often emphasize outdoor activities, family structure, and suburban homes with large yards. Dogs just fit into this picture perfectly. They go on walks with their owners, they guard the home, and they join in on family outings. But don't count cats out just yet. They absolutely dominate in busy cities like New York, London, and Berlin, where smaller apartments and fast-paced life make raising a dog much more challenging. So, in the West, dogs rule the suburbs, but cats are the kings of the concrete jungle, Asia. However, tells a completely different story in countries like Japan, South Korea, and China. Cats are becoming incredibly popular, even trendy. The reasons are clear: smaller living spaces, busy work schedules, and a growing appreciation for quiet, low-maintenance pets, from cat cafes in Tokyo to famous internet cats. Asia has built an entire cultural movement around felines, but dogs still hold their ground, especially in countries like India, the Philippines, and Thailand, where outdoor dogs and street dogs are a common and beloved part of the community. So Asia is split. The big cities are falling for cats, while more rural areas still prefer dogs. What about the Middle East and Africa in the Middle East? Cats hold a special place in history. They're seen as clean, graceful, and even spiritually significant. Istanbul is famously known as the city of cats, where thousands roam freely, loved and cared for by the entire community. Across many parts of Africa, however, dogs are more common, primarily for guarding homes and protecting livestock. So here, the Middle East leans heavily towards cats, while much of Africa favors the practical loyalty of dogs. Down in South and Central America, dogs are overwhelmingly popular. They fit perfectly into the local lifestyle, which is very family-oriented, with plenty of outdoor space and a strong sense of community. Dogs are not just pets, they're members of the family and provide a sense of security. But just like everywhere else, cats are on the rise, especially in massive cities like Sao Paulo and Buenos Aires, where apartment living is making them a more convenient choice. So while dogs still dominate, cats are definitely gaining ground now. Let's talk about the real battleground: social media online. One animal reigns supreme, and that animal is the cat. Cats are the undisputed kings of memes, reels, and viral videos. Their hilarious attitude, their strange antics, and their sheer unpredictability create content that spreads like wildfire. But dogs win when it comes to wholesome, heartwarming videos. Think rescue stories, emotional reunions, and incredible loyalty. So on the internet, cats rule the memes, but dogs rule our hearts. So who is statistically more popular? When you look at pure ownership numbers, the world is almost evenly split. Some nations favor cats, others favor dogs. And many households simply decide to have both, but emotionally, it's a little different. Dogs often feel like true family members. Our loyal partners in life, cats, on the other hand, feel more like independent, mysterious companions. So what's the final verdict? Dogs lead in most of the Americas and western suburbs. Cats dominate the major cities in Asia and the Middle East. On the internet, cats absolutely on the throne. And globally, the numbers are almost equal. But here's the real truth: cats and dogs fill different roles in the human heart. One is a loyal partner, the other an independent friend. Popularity might change with culture, but our love for these animals is universal. So we want to know, in your country, who's more popular, cats or dogs? Drop your answer in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.